Hello, this is Dr. True Quinn. I am a family medicine doctor who recently took Giovanni's Access the Leader Within about 4 weeks ago. And I'm in the process of building my own practice. And so I knew his course was pretty priceless when I took it. But one of the outcome that I got that was very unpredictable and very, very surprising was this Tuesday when I went for a job interview. I was interviewing for a part-time locum tenens once a week, just to have some supplement income for my practice that I'm building. By the end of the conversation, I was able to bring a lot of what Giovanni's taught in the course to the owner and the COO of the company, and got them to see how they didn't have a structure, like a business structure. They didn't have any internal branding or external branding, and there was no mission for the company, there's no vision. And I just kind of asked them like to put in those structures because of the power of language in which you could use to build and brand your company. And so after giving them just a gist of what I got from Giovanni's course, they were blown away, and they literally asked me if I could work for them permanently. But then also the owner asked if I was interested in working in a wellness center, because of this, like I was telling them about I'm building a wellness center. And then so I said, okay, I could go and look at it and right now. And they said, okay. So the clinic's in Buckhead. We went there and I looked at what they had and how they didn't have a physician, and there was some breakdown in that. So I think within like 30 minutes of being there, I was able to break down what was missing in their company, like their practice, in both clinics, and why the company's not working and why the clinic's not working the way it is, and where he'd been ineffective at running the company. And so immediately on the spot, they offered me a base salary, commission, and then because I'm building my own practice, so they wanted me to stay with them, so they offered me partnership. Now in medicine, from what I learned from my mentor, to get partnership, you really have to work in a clinic or the practice for about at least 3 years, and recently maybe 1 year, but usually it's 3 to 5 years to get partnership. And without any investment, like initial investment that I have to put in, they just want me there. And so I started to see like the value that I got from Giovanni's course. I mean, like, not only did I get the way that I'm building my brand and how I'm creating all the internal structure and the branding for the company, there's a sense of confidence that I have. And I have no background in business whatsoever, none. I mean, literally my whole life I had been a science nerd. But one weekend and I got offered partnership. I mean, I have never heard of that, and my mentors even were shocked at what I got offered. And so the follow-up meeting, they said, I could probably start in 2 weeks so that they could work things out. And I said, there's a lot of things that need to be done, and it needs to get like worked out next week. So I think I should start next week and we'll work out the details. But really, you don't want to waste time, because once my practice is open in July, I can't focus on both. But I am like even though like I have no idea how I'm going to work out being at both clinics, but I was so confident in just how it would be. Like I just get committed and then I would work out the details, and they were enrolled in that in a way, and they were like, okay, we'll do that. And they even asked if they could invest in my practice, which I thought it was a good idea, but I declined because I want to build my own practice for what I want to create as part of me. So that was like probably the biggest breakthrough I had. But also other breakthroughs I had was communication with my parents, surprisingly. I mean, like, I guess that before I was speaking so much from like a scientific point, from medicine standpoint and how the practice would be, but I was never able to really demonstrate how those things would be applied in a business sense. So in using what I learned from Giovanni, I was able to put it in a language where my parents, who are pretty much uneducated because they're immigrants and they don't even speak English mostly, and so now I'm able to even use what he taught me and translate it into my own language in a way where my mom and my dad understood me. So that was really something I didn't expect out of the course, but it literally changed my life, because all the doubts, all the skepticism that my parents had, and I mean, they just feared that I wouldn't succeed because I'm their little girl and I've never done business, and I literally just came out of residency and training, and to take the step of opening my own practice, that was bold. And I got that, you know, they support me, and they support me in that, but there was a lot of worries and just stress on them because they're financially supporting me. But now I could see just a sense of calmness and the peace of mind they got because I'm able to communicate and give them the structure of the business where they see it very clearly. And I mean, even in my communication with other people, like my partners, like, and my friends who I network with and, you know, support them in their businesses, I was able to just like really bring something very distinguished and simple that we just normally don't do in building our business. So I have just so much more to share, because that course was amazing. The energy, the people, the love that I got, the relationships that I got out of that course is just amazing. One of the other things that I just really love about what Giovanni created was love your humanity. I mean, that really speaks to me in like a very spiritual way, because of really the love that I get to see in the people that I kind of participated in the course with, but really seeing beyond who we present ourselves to be, and just really looking at each person as a human being. I mean, it's refreshing, it's authentic, and it's just really powerful when you get to meet people as a human being and not as their identities or my own identity and my own judgment and the way I view them. Like, all that got transformed in one weekend. And so one of the things that I'm really committed to is really getting people to see this, go through this program so that they get the same thing that I've gotten, which is something really amazing in how my life has become. So thank you so much, Giovanni, for giving me the opportunity to be in the course and supporting me in being in the course, and just really being who you are and what you stand for in the world and what you're creating for us. and the future of humanity. So thank you.